The CFDA is the Council for Fashion Designers of America, and we are a group of like-minded creatives that support American fashion, support our fellow designers.
I think the early CFDA meetings that I would attend, they were always really an amazing opportunity as a young designer to be in the room with designers who I had long admired. There was a real sense of community.
I'm Thom Browne. I'm a designer and the chairman of the CFDA.
I've met so many interesting people through the CFDA, not just people in fashion, but people in the creative fields. And that's what really the CFDA is about, right? It's a voice for us American designers.
When I became chairman, the most important thing for me was to really engage with people outside of the CFDA. And I thought, what better way to partner with Sotheby's and almost tell the story of American design through an auction of the most important pieces to designers. The sale represents America to the world on the highest level.
I chose this particular piece for our auction because it holds a very significant meaning for me. As a Chinese-born designer, raised in the US, it was kind of the melding of the two worlds. You know, I love American couture, and you can see a lot of that reference in my work. And then to be able to a dress that references my heritage, and it was for a cover of Vogue China worn by Liu Wen. Now that was a very, very important moment for me.
My anniversary of 40 years in business happened to come during the pandemic. I designed the collection for my 40th anniversary to really focus on the idea of stepping out again. I really also wanted to focus on this sort of yin and yang, which I think has been the ethos of Michael Kors since 1981, where something was at the same time utilitarian and comfortable, but also indulgent and glamorous. I think it's very American. It's an optimistic sort of moment for me, that collection, and I think this jumpsuit represents that.
The show was based around one singular fabric, and that fabric was tulle. Silk tulle, cotton tulle, and because it was my first women's show in Paris, I wanted to represent what I do in fashion, which was based in tailoring, but then also represent what I thought a couture level piece in Paris. When you think of couture level fabrication, sometimes you think of, the simplicity of being able to work with a fabric like tulle. And then, of course, the gold bullion embroidery adds another level to it as well.
Rather than looking over its shoulder, American fashion has to kind of dig into its roots. And designers have to be true to themselves. And we have to remember, when we travel the world, people are wearing fashion that was based on something that was invented right here in America.
I think we're at a moment where we need to be a little bit louder. We need to come together as a group because American fashion matters.